Greetings and salutations, folks, and welcome back to Quantum Break, where we've discovered there is a second time machine in Bradbury's swimming pool that cannot be activated because it is missing a part. And in order to find out what that part is, we have to talk to Dr. Sophia Amaral. And we also wanted to use that as a chance to confront Paul Serene. However, I did not expect the plan to confront Paul Serene was also to get captured. Like, I would imagine the risk at being captured, like, I guess that also hopes that Paul Serene just wouldn't kill you then. And also that you'd be able to get out of your captured state. I thought, okay, so he knows that there's the party going on at night.
Security was tight at the Monarch Gala. You took quite a risk walking into the lion's den.
If we were gonna kidnap Dr. Amaral, then we needed to do it from the inside.
Beth Wilder. You were quick to trust her.
We had common interests.
Is that all you had?
That's all we needed.
Ah.
Well, I was starting to think seeing a pretty lady like you was too much to hope for.
Why don't you keep your mouth
Oh yeah,
shut
because
while we
they
get some privacy before we begin.
They had reported Liam Burke as
How about you get me out of this chair?
as being a traitor, but nobody had actually reported Beth Wilder.
Stop squirming.
That's what she said.
And you're gonna need this.
Yeah, a headset. I believe most of the party, though, is spent mid-stutter, which I think is a very convenient way to deal with the party guests. They like to touch each other's hands when they're accepting stuff from each other.
What's
Like
it
they're-
look like out there?
I think you're secure. Everyone's concentrating on the party. So far, your crazy plan's working.
And Dr. Amaral?
Okay, so I suppose
have a
that makes
fix
a
on
little
it.
bit of sense
She's either at the
in
party
regards
or at
to
her office at the
turning
R&D
yourself
facility
in,
here on the island.
is the belief that Beth Wilder
I'll
would
scout out
still
the
be
party.
able to save him.
So you're gonna sip champagne while I break into a high-security installation. Looks like you got this all figured out.
I'll save you a cocktail, weenie.
Oh, well, in that case...
My cover isn't gonna survive the night, but it'll last a little longer, so you can't walk out the front door with me.
Okay.
It's the quickest way to the R&D facility.
Also,
I
this
disabled
is
the
a
security at the
very
back door with
large
double
door.
guards. Contact me when you're clear.
Like, you've got these small, like, regular-sized
what's
doors,
at
and this is, like, just a gate.
This can't be about revenge.
I know.
I'm not here for Paul.
Finally, at the very least, Jack realizes that there are bigger things at stake.
Hey! He's escaping!
That was fast. I forget about this ability. Yeah. And now you find yourself
That will hurt in
closer.
the morning.
My powers were growing. I was learning to control them better. That felt good.
I wonder what happens if I...
Who the hell designs these doors? Okay, I'm gonna have to move faster to get through.
There we go. Yeah, who designs those doors? But it is interesting that, like, with each step, you're getting closer what Paul Serene was.
radar tower up ahead soon. Let me know
When you confront him at the beginning of the game.
All right.
That is an awesome painting of Beth Wilder.
Very sci-fi and very Monarch. Something tells me it wasn't commissioned by them, though.
So then the question becomes, who snuck onto the property to paint that? Does nobody notice the existence of these paintings? Nope. Nope. That is very, very rude of you. Automated gun.
Could have warned me about that one, Beth.
Ooh. I could swap out the shotgun for a light machine gun. Is that a good choice? I'll find out. Shall we go to... Oh yeah, I think this place was like built on some older memorial site. So let us go to Bunker Hill.
Okay, how am I getting to that radar tower?
Also, I never actually bothered looking for the radar tower in the distance. And then there's
I
Monarch.
need to get across somehow.
Oh. Yep,
There must be a way across.
I know.
Up you go.
And there we go. Ah.
Alright, that's it.
Did I need to do the whole fast forward run thing? Probably not, but...
How we're going to explain the dry dock thing to the public. Hey, it was just our people there. We can spin it however we want. Call it an accident. Or pin it on Joyce. Yeah, he might as well take the blame for the mess he made.
I'll take no blame. Punch!
Time felt broken here.
The coastal defense installation of Riverport was commissioned on August 2nd, 1940, and completed in September 1942, as America faced the realities of World War II. In addition to the fortifications and artillery, it also boasted an
The whole cannon
extensive
felt
tunnel
unstopped in
system.
time.
Blah, blah, blah. The installation was decommissioned in 1961. Ooh, fireworks. What am I looking for? I got a stepladder. I don't think that's going to help me. Ah, yes. Oh.
The timeline of the old cannon felt loose. I could shift it around.
Smart place to aim the cannon, guys.
I've been thinking. Monarch projections say these stutters are getting more frequent. If one hits while we're grabbing Dr. Amaral...
You'll be frozen. Yeah, I know. It's a risk.
Monarch specialist troopers have the stutter-proof gear. I bet Dr. Amaral would have that in her office too.
I'll keep an eye out. See if I can grab it for you.
Somebody said it's because they both got powers. I guess you gotta call them. But I heard it was something personal too.
Alright.
What is the deal with Serene anyway? I mean, I thought Patch was...
Oh, hello. I guess these guys got sniper rifles? There we go. Alright. This ability is awesome.
Target is at our location. Over. Copy. Neutralize the target at once.
He's all over us!
We can't do anything about him. Ah. Okay. I can't believe I forgot about that ability. Because it is pretty awesome. Also, hold on. can I upgrade it? I have 0 upgrade points available. How much do I need to upgrade it, and what does the upgrade do? Increased focus. I don't know. Greetings and salutations, sir. Would you like a punch? Oh, nope. Amazing how he managed to have that huge slow motion scream.
I've disabled security and unlocked the gates leading to the tower. Let me know when you get there.
Oh.
Another one.
Amazing how I was able to do that whole slow motion scream.
The radar tower.
Without opening his mouth. Greetings and salutations. Gun turret? You don't need to be activated. Also,
Okay. Next stop, the radar tower.
in theory, there should be, upgrades around here somewhere.
I'm at the radar tower. Where's the lab?
Below your feet. It's all top secret. The elevator inside will take you down.
Alright.
Seriously? What is this, a Bond villain lair?
Yes.
You have no idea. Just don't fall into the shark tank.
Fuck.
There we go. So there's one of the Chronons. I think there was one more in this direction. Yes. That's where I need to go. There we go. And now I can upgrade Time Rush. Focus time triggered by aiming with... So I could actually go, similar to how the Time Dodge goes into Focus Time, I could also jump from Time Rush into Focus Time as well. That's not exactly what I want. Oh well. The multi-takedown would be useful eventually. Takedowns will drain less Chronon energy, which would definitely be very useful, but that's a whole 6 Chronon points away, so I don't know if I'll actually get to that point. At the very least, during this play session.
Good evening. You weren't expecting somebody this handsome, I know. Unfortunately, Mr. Serene is preoccupied with as many duties necessary to ensure we maintain control over our path forward.
Speech is streaming.
And that's
Let's
what
give
tonight
Monarch
is
the
about.
audience they deserve.
The future.
Oh,
We all knew this day was coming, even if many of you out there aren't sure what it means.
that's an interesting twist. Basically taking their...
Entering a new phase in our operation. One that presents new risks and new demands.
like taking his speech and making
Hey,
it
Beth.
public.
I'm headed down into the labs.
Okay. Bit of confusion here at the party. Serene's right-hand man's on stage. It was supposed to be Serene.
I know. That was the choice I made at the junction. Is this just time fluctuating? Is that the excuse I'm supposed to be taking for the strangely shifting? It's kind of like,
Security network just lit up.
kind of like the errors in Assassin's Creed. A lot of stutters. Oh. Like, the air... Like, Assassin's Creed has various, Also, that gun is kind of awkward in his hand. Has errors in the system that are pre-made there. Excuse me. I'm gonna grab that. Or not.
That doesn't look right.
Oh, yeah. Greetings and salutations, sirs.
What the hell is this?
What is that?
What is that? It's like I'm being drained.
Weird. The Chronon Dampener. Okay. They take away your time powers. Okay, I forgot about that. Disable them or leave their area of effect. Let's see if we can disable it. Oh, which means that I can't actually use my time powers while... in order to open that door. Also... That is a good question. Although maybe
The
it's...
device drained my powers.
We refer to it as a chronon dampener.
I would argue that they don't necessarily need it as much as it just became something that arose from... Oh wait, there was the shifters, so they probably do need it. To protect themselves from the shifters themselves. Although, it's interesting about the shifters is they don't actually really show up until the end of the game. Maintain stutter-proofing at all costs. No heroics. Like you see them mentioned in the show. And you see them mentioned there. Greetings, lifeboat personnel. The day has come for the path forward. Let's see, shifters. We estimate that they will begin to emerge within stutters only as the end of time nears. Okay, yeah, I wonder if that's what's going to happen to the rest of the world. So, the idea is, Paul Serene is constructing this lifeboat that will preserve the lives of a certain amount of people once time ends. And I presume that they will spend... they will begin the goal of fixing time. As for everybody outside of the lifeboat... Like, are they destined to become shifters?
Okay, I gotta get to Dr.
That was very awkward, but it got the job done.
When Paul visited me in that cell, he said time was a closed loop. Believed the fracture couldn't be fixed. Seeing the scale of that facility made me wonder. Time was ending? What was it all for? The
That's
alarm
true.
would trigger as soon as the stutter broke. I was on borrowed time.
Oh, hold up. First fire pistols. And we got a fancy bathroom here. I like how he's just kind of like poking his head out from around the door.
The chart showed that all of Monarch's major technological advancements started in 2010. Around
So
the same
phase
time,
2
something
of
else happened.
Ground Zero event is
Ground
2010. Ground Zero Chronon... No, stop. Chronon particle harvesting operation starts. Personal prototype lifeboat construction has been completed in 13. Oh my gosh, stop. Like, why is the reading of the text tied to the camera movement? Oh, there is nothing in here. Ah, the Juggernaut suit. Oh. I wonder if he's just not like he doesn't recognize time yet. But once they turn him on, then he's going to be like, oh, yep, now I can move again. Okay, let's see if we can deal with this.
What the fuck is that thing? No.
Alright, let's take cover. I wonder if I can time rush and bee him. Like if I'm supposed to hit his power source. That seems like the appropriate response.
Did some damage. That was hardcore.
Excellent.
These things were designed like walking tanks.
They weren't for you. Don't flatter yourself.
Oh, they were probably to deal with the
Which way
shifters.
is Amron's office?
Yeah, unfortunately, now that he's in the middle of a stutter, it's not like he can't actually ask Beth Wilder for directions. Semi-auto shotgun. And I never even bothered using the light machine gun. Okay, so I need to go up top somehow. Using... Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Alright, that's... Yep, there we go.
Might be able to get out from here.
Okay. But there's the thing. If time isn't going to move forward, then none of these equipment things are going to shift around either. Can I jump that far? I can. Excellent. Nope, nope. Ah, son of a...
Let's try that again.
Truly, Jack Joyce will be able to defeat all of his enemies with his ability to walk narrow precipices. And jump. And jump. Alright. Ah, these guys are just having a...
The usual employee route.
They're just having just a regular conversation. Nothing's wrong at all. There wasn't a giant gunfight like right below them that happened outside of time. He's all like, "Oh wow, that's really interesting. Please tell me more." And then this other guy's like, "Oh, there's a lot of interesting things to talk about this Monarch solution box. This side is up, but I'm holding it in a different direction." And he's like, "Oh my, you're so dreamy." And he's like, "I know, thank you."
Dr. Amaril's office must be close.
There we go. Oh. There was a chronon dampener inside the...
No alarms. Looks like nobody here knows about the mess I made on the way in. Nice job, Beth.
Well, also, most of the mess he made was outside of time. Look, it's just math.
Just math. The more people
I will be delivering Paul's speech at the Gala very soon. It's... Oh no! Look at all of these notebooks. My TPS reports. Excellent. Joyce in custody. Who's Fiona Miller? Or was she the blonde girl in the TV show? It appears we have been overtaken by events, and we have had to adjust our plans accordingly. As you are no doubt aware, we now have Jack Joyce in custody. He gave himself up earlier today, as Mr. Serene has a personal interest in Joyce and the information he might have. He'll be interrogating him at the detention center on the island, which is at the same location as the speech.
That's Emerald's office.
Ah. Wait. Chronon disrupted wave function subjects, shifters. Ooh, much of what we know about shifters is theoretical. They do not have a stable physical presence, rather the data is fragmented and contradictory. They exist inside and outside of time at the same... simultaneously. It's no exaggeration to say that the Chronon Field Regulator is the heart of all Monarch's technological advances. Okay, I've got to say, this game definitely has a very
That there looks like what Beth wanted.
large amount of reading.
Emerald's at the party.
Ooh, of course Amaryl's at the
Stutter
party.
won't last. I better find a way out of here and get to the party.
Projected fracture progression. Like how, like once time ends, will that actually affect the world around them?
Yeah, Amaral had tried to warn Paul. The end of time was approaching quickly. Less than 24 hours away.
Mr. Serene believed it would take years to run its course. Admittedly, he was wrong.
Sophia, as I'm now going to describe what I recall from my dreams. I recall a haunting image of 7 red doors. Each door had a wrought iron handle that was dripping liquid metal onto the ground, creating a pool in the middle of the room. I looked down into the aqueous metal glow at my feet to see my own glimmering reflection, revealing that I had aged half a lifetime. Startled, I looked back up to discover that only one door remained. Jack Joyce stood in front of it. The heat in the room was overwhelming. Jack was sweating profusely, his skin red and peeling open. He begged me to take him back home, but there was no door leading home. I opened the only door left and entered, discovering that we were back in the same room we had just exited. He refused to come to terms with this and opened the door again. I followed him over and over as he desperately opened the doors, forever leading us back to where we started. The heat grew and he howled in pain, begging to know why I made the other doors disappear, why there was only one path. He begged me to bring the other doors back. He begged me to take him home. The iron pool burst into flames. Jack screamed in agony. I grabbed him, told him that we needed to learn to endure the heat, to embrace the flame. I knew it would come to pass eventually, but the only way to survive it was to accept its inevitability. My body began swaying rapidly, dancing to the movement of the flames around me until my bones faded out of existence, and I surrendered to the fire until we were one and the same. I was no longer one being in one place and time. My life force spread evenly across the flames, until I was no longer an individual in one body, but a grander shifting entity. I could feel Jack being consumed within my essence. I felt a power within the heat, a clarity of intent, I forgot about my desire to ever return from the flames because the body that once desired to return was lost forever. I became the very thing that I entered, and it became me, a cyclical fury chasing itself, Ouroboros. Demil Schwartz was right. Time is the fire. Okay. So does that mean he has his own unconscious fear that even though he feels he is right about leading everybody away... Ooh, woman playing Alan Wake.
Children of the Elder God.
Is that the song by the old metal diehards? But yeah, like, in his attempt to save the world, he is eventually going to become a shifter, I believe. Oh? Okay. Let's go downstairs. Let's knock around this guy's TPS reports.
Quite expensive piece of tech you stole.
Bill me. I knew Beth's cover wouldn't last long. Had to get it to her at the party before it was too late.
Oh, and there's stuff down here, too. I have just been informed that the time machine from the university has reached Monarch HQ safely. As you know, the core of the time machine is the time machine. The corridor around it is merely the user interface. Interesting analogy. There are no current plans to use the time machine. That is true. Like, I would imagine any experiment with the time machine is going to be problematic, considering it did cause the fracture. Like, how would a time machine work after time has ended? What's up, girl? Oh yeah, Fiona Miller. Okay, so Fiona's the TV show lady. You know, I was free to talk about it, but I'm just not. Bring food. Not sausages. Don't make this weird. Charlie, you make everything weird. Check out Burke's contacts. Who's he working with? Also, what is up with... Is she wearing shorts, or is there something wrong with the back of her skirt? Maybe both. Oh, hold on. Alright, I guess let's go in here. Proceed with the story. Also, I guess I can't really... I guess this is a story area, so there's no time dashing. Greetings and salutations, folks. Hey, guys. And we got a Chronon source.
Guns made to operate in a stutter. Paul had clear priorities. When time ends, guns don't.
Although it seems that none of the guns that that's true. I guess that answers a question that I hadn't really thought of asking. Is how do guns work for Jack? And I guess I just presume that since he's holding
The
them...
Monarch combat gear was unwieldy. What I'd taken from Dr. Amaral's office was much lighter. Almost like a civilian model.
And that's the thing with the ending to this game is I feel it is a little bit of a cliffhanger that also avoids what could possibly be some interesting ideas for its sequel. Anybody? Oh, hello. How are you? What Yeah. She's also got issues going on with that skirt. It seems to have blended
Sounds like the way out of this place.
with her legs there. Would you like a tall bottle of sizzle? I remember
All I had
this.
to do was make it through the garage. Seems simple enough.
Okay, time unstutters. Sorry.
He's all over us!
All units.
Alright. Dash. Nope. I like how he's just sitting there dodging out of cover. Also very convenient that bad guys are highlighted in red. So I know who's still alive. There we go. Unnecessary.
The alarm's not gonna make my life any easier. Way out of here.
There we go. Let's go turn off this alarm. Nope. Hello.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Nope, I should have used the shotgun. There we go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Now let's shut off the alarm.
I got that device for you, but Dr. Amaral's at the party.
Yeah, I just spotted her. Wanna be my date?
Yes.
Yeah, save me that cocktail weenie. I'll make my way there.
They say Hatch getting shot at was an insider job. Might create a window for us, but...
I wonder who shoots...
Remember what we said. All these fronts-
Who actually shot at
I've got
Hatch?
company. Shoot the party.
Oh, hello. Do. Ah, take this! Punch!
HQ, he's here. Over.
Copy. This is HQ. Weapons free. Engage.
Weapons free, but only with coupon. Must register in advance. Damn it. Oh, hello. Heavy gunner. Jump. Nope. That was not a jump forward. And punch.
HQ, target found. Engaging. Over.
Greetings, sir. How would you like some bullets? No. Come back. I have more bullets to give you. Excellent. Alright. And now I just got this guy. Let's switch to the shotgun. I wonder if the cars can be blown up. I don't think they can. And there he goes.
That's the last of them.
Oh, I think they can be blown up. Let's get out of here.
Good evening, Riverport. It's Teresa here again. I've got a fresh bagel and a big cup of coffee, and
I've got myself a fresh bagel and a giant cup of
why don't
coffee.
you give me a call and tell me how things are going in yours? We can...
coordinates for Joyce ASAP. Monarch Actual is moving in to intercept.
This is Home Guard 5. Just spotted him entering the tunnel system outside the party grounds.
Ah, Beth is still trusted.
He took out my entire squad. Requesting immediate backup in here.
Attention all units.
Again.
Alas,
I could
there's
see
a
the
lot
mansion
of
where the Gala
stuttering
was.
at the party.
I had to find a way to get there.
And jump.
I could see the energy field of another Monarch chronon damper. It would drain my powers. I'd have to find a way to shut it off.
My powers won't work within that sphere. I better be careful.
Oh. That is a pretty big sphere of influence. Where is the dampener? Oh, is it that huge thing way over there? Okay.
Security's tight. Maybe you want to shut that machine off.
No, security is not tight. It is uncool. And luckily...
Joyce freaks on the loose. Somebody tried to kill Hatch. We gotta lock this down before it gets worse.
There we go.
That'll make things easier.
Oh, hello. Take this. Punch. Awkward kick. I think he lived. Very disappointed. Oop, that was awesome. Ooh, a carbine rifle. Oh, hello. So who has the portable chronon dampener? Not him, because he is dead. Also, the light carbine rifle was pretty
You were
awesome.
headed for the party. What was your plan?
I needed to get to Dr. Amaral before the stutter ended and Monarch found out I was coming.
Also, I just realized that Agua? Clarice. Hello, Clarice. That Clarice was at the... she was on the radio on the security trying to track down Joyce.
There's gotta be a way to get past that gate.
And she's also the one who's interviewing Joyce in the narrative construct. Huh. Okay. Maybe I can jump from here? I can, in fact, jump from there. Excellent. And then we have got the party where... again, I think I mentioned this earlier. It's interesting that how they use the stutter to get around the fact that there's all these civilians at the party. Okay.
Beth should be here somewhere. Need to get to her before the stutter ends.
That is pretty awesome. Somebody took a shot at Hatch. I don't know what's going on. Calls aren't going through. I wonder who took a shot at Hatch. I wonder if it's the other... if it's the spray painter.
Fired shots during Mr. Hatch's speech. I assume this was Beth Wilder.
But we both know it wasn't. Hatch wanted to send Monarch into a state of disarray. Best way to avoid blame?
Oh.
Look like the target.
Interesting. Like, that presents the idea that Hatch set up a shooter but there was no actual, like, motivated shooter who was going to kill him. And look, it's Beth. I will attach this belt to you. I wonder what she was looking at.
What the? Easy, 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 Beth. Hey. It's okay. It's me.
Jesus. Look at all this.
I would imagine that would be
This is your style.
that would be very disorienting to
These people have no idea.
be looking
she
at
have a
the
puzzle
outside of time.
Yeah, well, Monarch does. I don't think my cover's gonna last.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, I don't think it'll do much good for the next part anyway.
For the kidnapping of Sophia Amaral.
Okay, Dr. Amaral somewhere. Let's go grab her.
Also, I like how mechanical
Okay,
their voices
lead the way.
sound. Get Charlie drunk enough to access the lab. Fiona cocktail sword. I guess that plan worked.
What's our plan once we grab her?
Leave?
There's a boat dock right outside the mansion.
Okay, we can make that work.
Would the boat work outside of time? Okay. It looks like all plans to continue this game have been derailed, as we are now on Act 2 of Time Knife, written by Bruce Livingstone. Bruce has just had his best friend killed by his boss, Paul Marine. Bruce now has a time knife that sends things through time if he stabs them. He is going to Paul Marine's wedding, now to tell his girlfriend Sophie not to marry him, because he's a really shitty guy. It is a wedding. Paul Marine and his girlfriend Sophie are getting married. Sophie is real attractive. If most girls are ham sandwiches, then she is a 16-ounce steak. Bruce enters the wedding building. Stop. Bruce, I am so happy that you came. You can't marry Paul Marine. He is a really shitty guy. What was the voice that I went with for Paul Marine? I think it was William Shatner. He's lying. I'm not. He killed my best friend with time bullets. But that's impossible. Time travel doesn't exist yet. That's why they want us to think. But actually, I have a knife that is also a time machine and sends people to time when I stab them. I wanted to believe you, but that doesn't make a sense. I will prove it. Bruce grabs Sophie's mom. Here is a bunch of money for lottery tickets. Bruce gives Sophie's mom a bunch of money for lottery tickets. He stabs her with a time knife. But gently, not violently, just so that she will travel through time. See, that's probably the ultimate issue with having a time machine be a knife that requires stabbing things. She disappears. Sophie's mom enters the wedding building. She is now wearing different clothes. He's right. He stabbed me gently with the time knife, and I was sent to the past. He also gave me a bunch of money, which I used to buy a lottery ticket that I knew would win, and now I have $1 million. That's also very convenient that Sophie's mom remembered the lottery numbers of previous days. You helped my mama become rich. Thank you, Bruce. You made me rich the first moment I saw you, rich in my heart, with love. I always loved you most, but Paul Marine and I just got married. You're too late. Or is he? The minister pulls off his mask. He is actually George Washington. Bruce knew you were getting married, so he stabbed himself and traveled to the past, then stabbed me so that I would be sent to this time. I then pretended to be a wedding minister for the ceremony, but I'm not actually not a minister at all, which means the marriage isn't official. You did all of this for me. Yes, I stabbed George Washington because I love you. Also, the man you're about to marry wasn't actually Paul Marine. Paul Marine takes off his mask. It's Slobbo, Bruce's best friend. Because Slobbo was shot by the time bullets. This is actually a fake wedding. I saved Slobbo's life and then had him disguise himself as your boyfriend to make this look real, but it was actually a test to see if we were meant to be. The only thing I'm meant to be is your death. Sophie pulls out a gun. She pulls off her mask. It's the real Paul Marine. Okay, what? So, Paul Marine disguised himself as Sophie to marry Paul Marine, who is Slobbo in disguise. Officiated by the minister, who is George Washington in disguise. But how? I followed you to the past using my time bullets and discovered your plan to marry Sophie. So I already married Sophie in the past. She didn't want to, but then I showed her this baby. Paul Marine reveals a baby. I told her that this baby was actually our baby from the future and that I used time bullets to travel with the baby back to the past to show her that we had a family together in the future. But in reality, it's just a baby that I stole that isn't mine. Then whose baby is it? The real Sophie enters wearing futuristic pants and a shirt. Ours. Are you Sophie from the future? Yes, you were very quick to understand things. I came to the past to tell you that in the future you and I got married, Bruce. We had a very active and highly satisfying sex life, which led to the birth of our future child, Uruguay. That is our baby that Paul Marine is holding. He stole our baby. But why? Paul Marine stole our baby and then traveled to past so that he could use the baby as a lie to trick a younger me to marry him, instead by saying that it was actually the baby that he would have had with me in the future. The past version of me, I believed him. Because of that, I married Paul Marine instead and no longer ever marry you at all. Oh, man. Also, when did Slobbo show up? Oh, yeah, because he was actually, Slobbo was Paul Marine in disguise? Because Paul Marine was disguised... Yeah, okay. It's over, Bruce. We're married. Oh, sorry. It's over, Bruce. We're married. Until death do you part. Bruce pulls out the time knife. Paul Marine pulls out his gun with time bullets inside. They have the best fight of any movie ever. At the end, Bruce has Paul Marine with a knife to his neck. It's been a slice. Bruce lifts his knife up to cut Paul Marine. You won't get me this easy. Paul Marine aims the gun at himself and shoots himself 30 times. The clip is bigger than a regular pistol. Paul Marine disappears, but then 30 Paul Marines enter. I shot myself 30 times so that I was sent to many different times at the same time, which meant there was 30 of me. Now we are all here to kill you. Which means that each of you has a time bullet inside of you. Of course, but I made sure that we were all shot in areas that have no vital organs, and we will get the bullets removed after we kill you. Unfortunately for you, I traveled to the past earlier, and I took your gun and added an electric charge on each of your time bullets. I control the electric charges with this handheld detonator. No! Yes, it's quite shocking. Bruce presses his detonator. All 30 Paul Marines are electrified from the inside. Their skin peels open all over, like sausages that are left on the barbecue for too long that peel open all over. The Paul Marines all die. Consider this my resignation. Goo goo gaga. Oh, yeah. God bless America. Bruce and Sophie make out. Oh, is to Sophia Amaral? Is that basically his, like, hero manuscript, which is going to be like, oh yeah, I'm totally going to make out with Sophia after she reads the screenplay. Congratulations, you passed the test. What test? We always believed you are the chosen one, so we traveled to the past to test you and make sure. We now believe you're ready to fight the ultimate villain from the future. Okay. Who is the ultimate villain? His name is Paul Marine. But I just killed Paul Marine. And no, the Paul Marine you have known this whole time was actually been an actor from the future that we paid to play Paul Marine for a test? Okay, that is very So basically, they paid somebody to disguise themselves as a villain, and that person got killed for doing so. The actual Paul Marine is exactly the same, but he lives in the future. He was an actor, which means my job was fake as well. Yes, that is the only reason why you were kept in a low-level position for so many years without a single promotion. And it appeared that people didn't give you the respect that you clearly deserve. Because in reality, you are the chosen one. It all makes sense now. We must travel to the future. Are you ready? Looks like it's time to find out. Bruce puts on his shades. George Washington waves the American flag. End of movie. Bruce Savage will return in Time Knife 2, The Reckoning. Also very, very, you gotta hand it to somebody who's already planning the sequel, before, and has the sequel title already going, before anybody has actually read the screenplay. Thank you for watching. Questions, comments, recommendations for something to play next? Comment down below or send it on over to itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. That's itsoundedgoodonpaper@gmail.com. So long for now.